Hey, good morning. It is Friday, October 10th, and we're going to try and solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. This is the Cross Boss channel. My name is Morgan, and I appreciate you joining me here for this themeless Friday solve. Fridays are always themeless. I don't know if there's ever been an exception to that rule, but as far as I know, they're always themeless. And hopefully it provides us a nice challenge. I don't recognize the name Colin Adams, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. On a 112-day streak, headed towards 185, and starting to think about that number. Yesterday was really hard, probably the closest I've come in a while to losing my streak. Yesterday's Thursday puzzle. I was relieved I didn't do a video solve, but also kind of disappointed because those are usually the most interesting ones. And yeah, what else is going on? Last night I went to see the Addams Family musical, which is pretty cool. Full Broadway production in our little sleepy mountain town. So that was fun. And yeah, today I got a few things on tap and going to a sound healing event tonight where they do sound healing, and I will be healed by the sounds they make, I guess. I don't know. But hopefully, healing's good and sound is nice. So good combo. Anyways, that was a pretty good ramble there. I think we should get started before I dig myself too deep a hole about sound healing. My God. Also, the Yankees got eliminated from the playoffs. Just wanted to mention that. Love it. All right. Without further ado, let's do it. Viking of cartoon fame. Hagar, right? Hagar the Horrible. Claustrophobe's desire is like open space. Might be open space. Yeah, Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing it in there, see if it works. Best-selling singer whose album titles are all Arabic numerals. I have no idea. A cosmetic injection is a lip filler. So already, it looks like something's going to be wrong there, but I'm just going to roll with it. It's Friday. Charge. Is that like run at? Could be. Key ingredients in Kong and Bing. Is it scallions? Maybe. I do love a scallion pancake. Cry after a reappearing act. Peekaboo. Right? And 1 trillionth is Pico? Is that right? I don't know. Oh, and maybe this is right. NFL. Yeah, NFL team. Okay. Christopher Nolan movie with a palindromic name is Tenet. This is legitimately one of my least favorite movies I've ever seen in my life. I kind of feel like if you say you like Tenet, you are pretending to like Tenet because there's no way you could understand it. It literally moves backwards, like the action that people are like, whoa. It's crazy. I don't understand. Hard to miss shot is a lay-in, probably, or a lay-up. Is that offered? Yeah, it might be bid. It's pitched, a tent. This is like a plinth, right? And a silence. Cool. This is off to a good start here. Took. Someone who spends a lot of time baking. Oh. God, I always keep forgetting to move this thing, and it really I don't know why it's so hard to remember, but you got to remind me next time. I keep telling myself I'm going to write like some cheat sheet notes and like put them on the computer and hey, this is Crossboss. I'm Morgan. Move the thing. But I keep not doing it. The Emperor and his subjects in Disney's The Emperor's New Groove. I don't know. Barrage with insults in online lingo. School that's home to Mike the Tiger. I'm going to say it's probably LSU, Louisiana State, but I don't know. Mirthless. We're booked. Yankees and the Red Sox. Speaking of the Yankees losing, are they rivals? Are they Yankees and the Red Sox? 12 pages, maybe. Is that a chapter? I don't know. Really, I said this is going well, and then it immediately stopped going well. Tempo between lento and adagio. I don't know. Soto. Ecological community. Like the globe. Biome. Colonial homes. Is this like ant farms or ant hills? Let's say ant hills. Packs of zombies. Preceding periods. Are those eaves? Verbally through tomatoes at, like booed. Star. The Beatles, the end. The Beatles, the end, has one at the beginning. Where all your knowledge might be wasted. Bar trivia? Feels like, right? Excessive enthusiasm. Is that like ardor, maybe? Bit of a fast food side order. A tater. No? Yeah. Onion ring? Maybe. Blunt recap of a disappointing match. I lost. Was totally awesome. Long-time alternative to Altoids. That's probably certs, right? So right on average time, 5 minutes for a first pass. I will say I have a lot of stuff filled in though, and a lot to build on. The middle of the puzzle obviously is causing me some challenge. Instrument in the emblem of Ireland is a harp, also a beer harp. Together musically, a duet. Expert on inheritance is a this is some kind of a lawyer, right? So like this isn't gonna be right. Magician's Cry. Magician. I was gonna say abracadabra, but that's obviously not it. Oh, Alakazam. Oh, and this is Adele, right? Expert in inheritance is a gene lawyer and run at. Treats again in a way. Well, this is, so this is, maybe this is wrong. Maybe this is a tap in. Tap in. So gene, something. Re-tapes a sprain. Offered bid. Sentiment during El Dia de San Valentin. Greek letter that refers to a lone wolf. Oh, an alpha. It's interesting because alpha male has been kind of appropriated as like the most aggressive, the most assertive, the top dog. But alpha dogs are just kind of, they don't fight for that title. It's just like one of them is the alpha, I'm pretty sure. Took. Like what? Took. I don't know. Company whose stock price cratered in the early 2000s. That's probably Enron, right? Not So Private Diaries. Is that op-eds maybe? A+ giver. Like an organ donor. Volunteer's suggestion. Nonet of Greek mythology. Creates, like, makes. One of a kind individual. Some of you might Something you might have while trying to move quickly. Huh. Actress, activist, Cox. I don't know this person, but this looks like Laverne, maybe? Kind of hitting a wall here, so I better plug some stuff in and hope it works out. Part of a film studio's overhead. Was no longer under the weather. So this is like Ant Farms and felt okay. The Rockets are Houston. Shares a big fish story. Brags. Pretty please, can I? This is a celeb star. Is this Rare Bird? Yeah, Rare Bird. I like that one. I think it's like a great, cool thing to call someone a rare bird. This is Eric Dickerson. Kicked ass. Wow, that's a pretty racy answer for the New York Times. I don't know. Rackets are dins. One might be ticked off. Is it a list? I don't know if you can see. It's kind of dark out still, but all the gorgeous yellow leaves are covering the ground right now. It's really pretty. Common parfait toppings are things. Took. Oh, that'd be seized, right? Greek letter, their first root. Seized? Oh, geneticist. And someone who spends a lot of time baking is a... These must be Incas. Barrage with insults in online lingo. Spam. School that's home to Mike the Tiger. So maybe this is not organ donor. A+ giver is some kind of a donor, right? Like mirthless, grim. So this must be Sigma going down there. We're booked. Sigma, and 12 pages is a calendar. Wait, 12? Yeah, the 12 pages of a calendar are the months. Tempo between lento and adagio. Ecological community. Is it a biome? Packs of zombies. Drum solo? Must be. Excessive enthusiasm. A list and parfait. Oh, oats. So excessive enthusiasm is mania, right? A sentiment during El Dia de San Valentin is... I have no idea. A+ giver. Oh, a blood donor. Duh. Not an organ donor. Like, what is this? Op-eds feels wrong, right? Not so private diaries. Oh, a beach bum. Beach bum. Sentiment during El Dia. Oh, te amo, I bet. I love you. Not so private diaries. Volunteer's suggestion. I'm going to say this is LSU. I mean, they're the most famous Tigers. Volunteer suggestion. Use me. Use me. No net. These must be the muses, right? Muse me. Creates. These are foes. Something you might have while trying to move quickly. A fire sale. That reminds me of the TV show Arrested Development and Tobias trying to get the job promoting the fire sale. Packs of zombies, hordes, and this is Boom Mike, okay. Barrage with insults. Flame. Oh yeah, blogs, okay. Flame. We're booked. Rooms. Creates forms. Boy, for a minute there I was worried about this little section here, but it all came together nicely there at the end. We wrapped that up in 14:16, which is slightly above average. Like whenever I can solve these in under 15, I feel like that's on the quicker side. I enjoyed this puzzle. I think that there's just at a glance, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I don't feel like I've seen before. Lip filler, beach bum, bar trivia, kicked ass for sure. Fire sale, blood donor. I don't know, there's a good bunch of fill here, and there's not a ton of 3-letter answers, which I like. I prefer less short fill. So let's have a look. Hagar, the Horrible. It's funny what a big deal the comics were, like when I was growing up and for decades before that. And I don't know, sound like an old man, but just like it's crazy how many of the things that were staples of our life 20, 30 years ago just aren't. Open space is what a claustrophobe desires. Adele. They're all Arabic numerals. So like, forgive my ignorance, but Arabic numerals are just the numbers we use, right? Isn't that just our numbering system? Sorry if I'm an idiot. Feel free to call me out in the comments. Lip filler. Run at. Scallions. I love scallions. I have some scallions growing right here next to my computer. Those are a little bit beat, but they're getting some nice sun and a little more water, and they will thrive. And then I don't have to buy scallions. Peekaboo. This reminds me of the ski racer Peekaboo Street. When she was like 3 years old, her parents wanted to take her somewhere far away, and they needed a passport, and they said, "What do you want your name to be, sweetie?" And she said, Peekaboo. So Peekaboo Street, great ski racer. Tenet, awful. I'm not gonna say any more about it. Tap in, tent, seized, beach bum. I like this answer, beach bum. Someone who spends a lot of time baking, like, I don't know. I mean, that should be more misdirection-y. That should be leading you towards some other type of answer. I don't know. It should be taking you off course a little bit, but I just feel like that's kind of a loose clue. Incas, all right. Flame, LSU, Grim, Rooms, Foes, Months. Largo is between Lento and Adagio, of course. Biome, like your gut microbiome, that kind of a thing. Also makes me think of the movie Biodome, starring Pauly Shore and Stephen Baldwin, one of the Baldwins. Ant farms, yep. Hordes are packs of zombies. What was the clue for ant farms? Colonial homes, like that's a good one, because colonial homes, now I'm picturing a, colonial home, but it's really an ant colony. So that's good wordplay, good misdirection. I like it. Eves, booed, celeb, drum solo. I'm trying to hear this in my head and I can't. Where all your knowledge might be wasted. Bar trivia. I go pretty regularly to bar trivia and it is so hard. And I'm just like, how would anyone know any of these things? And I'm one of the smarter people. I think. I don't know. I mean, I win sometimes. But man, you can really make it hard for people. Mania, onion ring, love a good onion ring. I lost, kicked ass, certs. Are certs still around? Certs were the only game in town when I was a kid, right? Harp. I want to say Harp is part of a black and tan, right? Is Harp one of the two beers you use in a black and tan? Harp and Guinness? Is that right? Adue geneticist. That's a funny word. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd just rather be a genetic scientist. Alakazam. Yeah. Retapes. I was like, what is this word? But it's retapes. Don't love that one. Olsen, Caitlin Olsen. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She also, what was I've been watching Hacks, which I had never watched Hacks before, and it's actually quite good, like really well written. And Caitlin Olsen is one of the leading characters. 1 trillionth is Pico, as in Pico de Gallo. EPA is the AQI. NFL, a lot of letters all of a sudden. NFL, EPA, Silence, plinth. I'm not sure what a plinth is, but I guess it's the base for a bust. Aloe, scent, 1 out of 100, yeah. Emergency rooms, bid, te amo. So a Greek letter that refers to a lone wolf is a sigma. So I'm not familiar with this. Why wouldn't it be an omega? Like sigma? Because they're solo? I don't know. I really kind of want to like Urban Dictionary this now and see what I can find out. Enron, that was a big deal. Blogs, blood donor. Use me. Forms, rare bird. I think that's such a cool expression, a rare bird. And like, I don't know. In real life, people are out bird watching, looking for literal rare birds that they can cross off their list. See what I did there? But it's a great way to describe a person, a rare bird. A fire sale. Help, a fire sale. Laverne Cox. Hey, I was right. It was Laverne. Boom Mike is part of a film studio's overhead. Yep, that's good misdirection as well. Shocking how much stuff. So I said I went to the Addams Family musical. Before that, I helped with the load-in. So I was sort of working when they brought all of the things in. 3 tractor-trailer trucks and 3 buses. Just filled with so much set design. It is crazy how much stuff they have. And I normally work concerts, not musical theater. And, the biggest concert we ever put on has less stuff than, way less stuff. Mostly it's instruments on stage, sometimes a bit of set design, but, this is like so much stuff. It's crazy. And wardrobe is an entire department that needs a whole floor. A lot of things going on. Anyways, it was cool. Felt okay. HOU brags. Can I? Eric Dickerson. Before my time, but I know him. Dins List Oats Bok Choy. I love bok choy. Bai is via. Ooh. Oh, now you can kind of see the leaves. Yeah. Sneezy. Anyways, we did it. We solved this puzzle in 1416. We extended our streak to whatever, and we're 1 day closer to whatever. So that's cool. I did remember to introduce the video. This is the Cross Boss channel. I'm Morgan, and if you liked the video, then you can let me know that by clicking the like button. That's what it's there for. It's shaped like a thumbs up, and if you click it, then I know you liked it. Hey, 1 for 1. And if you want to see more videos like this, and you can always subscribe to the Cross Boss channel. This is all I do here is solve puzzles and ramble about nonsense. So if that's your cup of tea, then this is right up your alley. So like it, subscribe it, and most importantly, I'm hoping to do a solve tomorrow. No promises, but hey, that's roughly my plan. So like, subscribe, and most importantly, I hope you'll join me again next time for another solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.